Now, part 2 has been started. We are starting with Nemesis Subterra. First off, editor put an epilepsy warning on the screen. Hoping future me actually does that. Hope they do. Let's actually talk about this ride. You may be surprised on why I'm even considering this, but I want a part 2 with at least 5 rides. And I count this one because you're restrained. This first part is just like seeing the Nemesis itself. Usually you're not the first group to drop here, so you'll be able to brace yourself. Usually I end up in the second group to drop. But then, after you lower down to this part, now it's pathetically easy. The rest of the ride you either don't have to move with the restraints too much, or you just walk. And then the elevator crashes and... Now for Toxicator. You are so dead. If you somehow survive that flip, you are going to fall down. This is probably the ride you've had the least chance of surviving so far, I'd say. Oh, 13. Probably one of my favourite rides in the park. Now, firstly, you have this upward section, which in itself, you'll probably survive. I sped this up for a reason. Isn't as bad as the others, though. You then go tilting mode. And, you'll probably get thrown off. And if you somehow survive that, you get to do it again. Look, doesn't it be so fun just to have a double chance? Yeah, it's not fun. But, after this part, then you have to do it again. I'm running out of words for this, just cut off to the thing. Now, although it's unclear how much we actually drop, it's likely that's for 2 to 3 seconds, which means you'd probably end up hitting your head on the back of the car and die. So yeah, all around, I don't think you'd be able to survive this. There's a chance, but that's a very small chance. Lo and behold, the most disliked ride in the park. You're probably going to get flung off right here. I'm not even saying anything. I don't think you're surviving this. Sorry, if you're somehow able to make it past that part, then, you have more coming to you. Until you get to this part, then you're probably fine after that. But considering how fast that first one, that first part was, I don't think you're surviving this. I'm sorry, I don't think there's a chance you're surviving this unless you get very lucky. Galactica. At first I thought you could actually survive this one. Because, you could just hang on, right? Since the how the sea is different. But the thing is that even when you go upside down and the gravity will be pulling you towards it, you're still going to have to flip it over again, so you'll be flipped. I say the best bet is to drop off around here. You'll probably survive. But if you're trying to do the ride as a whole, I don't think you'd survive this. But, if you handle it well, you'll probably be fine, because this ride is actually very short, only a minute and something. Minute 20, I think, I don't know. The Zesty Choo Choo ride, Runaway Mine Train. For one of them, when I rode it once, my buckle felt weak, and I was still able to grab onto the sides and be okay. My buckle ended up being fine, but I'm just proving the point. So that means if you do hold on, you will be okay. You just gotta hold on. When I mean hold on, I mean don't let go. And if you do that, the ride will go smoothly. And that's the final ride of the series. I could include Alton Manor, but let's be honest, you're gonna survive Alton Manor unless you are stupid. Or die from a heart attack or something in the middle of it, but that's besides the point. So goodbye everyone. This series was actually quite fun to make.